So we're not fatigued yet, so we can still do stuff. But I think tomorrow we stay inside, we read some books and all that while our muscles recover a bit. Did we get a whole lot? Not really. Not really at all. Oh well. So I know town proper is in this direction, but I don't know how much. I never looked at the map in such detail because I didn't really want to know. I just know the general direction that I need to be going. Well, that dirtied up straight away. Okay, fall back. Our exertion and fighting. Let's get out of here. I'm not even going to try to climb that. That won't work. Hey, nice. Our hand is fixed. Good deal. You know what? Give me that pillow, actually. I want to place a pillow on my bed. Wish there was a game like this, but mixed with first-person realistic graphics. Yeah, I mean, 7 Days to Die, but that game looks not realistic. A general open-world survival zombie game. First person, though. Take the mirror, too. I don't know what that's like if I place that on the... I probably can't place it on the wall. I have a bit of a rest here on a plastic chair. It seems like we have a moment. Okay, we're good. Generally, I would recommend State of Decay, but that's not first person. But I think State of Decay kind of scratches the itch enough. DayZ? No. Don't touch DayZ. Unless you want to play a game for 8 hours and make no progress at all whatsoever, then sure, DayZ. Why not? If you just want to grow up faster, I suppose. I don't think they ever did a whole lot for the pacing of DayZ. And Left 4 Dead's not at all like Project Zomboid. Because the crux of a game like this, like the main thing with it is the whole you're going out, getting stuff and bringing it back is the main thing of it. And a lot of first-person games don't quite touch on that well enough. They focus too much on a sort of, I want to be an immersive survival experience where you have to worry about shelter and the elements and food and water all the time, and sickness. And then you get games like The Forest and The Long Dark that go for the realism aspect, but none of them really focus very much on just the gameplay of it. Because that stuff is good and fine until it's not anymore. Because there's not a lot of focus on the gameplay, once you get the basics done, you're set. That's it. You've done it. Whereas something like this, when you get the basics set and you get your hammer and nails and a bit of food and all that, you still head out to get stuff and things. Like, there's still some supplies you just always need. Especially nowadays with vehicles and all that. Now there's vehicle stuff that you gotta get too, to keep up with all that. And repairing and maintaining equipment is always a thing, and there's still some work to be done. This house was not very cool, it turns out. We'll let them fight the door for a bit. We're too tired to keep on, though. 7 days to die with version like 13 or something, I think it was. That's a nice sweet spot for gameplay for me. If I could somehow mod out the sleeper system and go back to just that, I think 7 days to die would be really good. It's still a good game. It's just much less good because of the sleeper system. It'd be kind of like, imagine Project Zomboid, right? Like at the start of the stream I went over how the zombies spawning inside big points of interest and all that fuck the population limit. Imagine if it didn't screw the population limit and it just knew I'm only allowed to have X amount of zombies and this building demands having X amount in it. So the zone is empty because they're all inside this building. That's 7 days to die. It's like kind of the opposite issue. Alright, so that is like actually a mirror. Yeah, alright. Well, fine. We can put it. It's like a solar panel. We'll put it there for now. Oh yeah, the pillow. I haven't played a lot of zombie games. What's the sleeper system y'all are talking about? Yeah, like Hop says, it used to be back in the day, 7 days to die. You're going around town and all that, and you bump into a couple zombies here and there. And towns were usually pretty dangerous because they had different spawn limits, and they allowed some of the nastier zombies, like police zombies with a range attack, or the dog zombies were the absolute worst. They would spawn a lot more often in towns. But nowadays they've got a sleeper system in where the zombie spawns are now usually inside of a building, just like slumped over in a corner or behind a chair or up in the rafters, and they're triggered when you walk into a building. And it's pretty dumb in some areas because some buildings are like, when you stop on this floor tile, it will break and you'll fall through into the basement, and then the basement zombies will activate and you're surrounded. It's like, it's a bit shit. Some of the buildings are really mean with that. But because the sleepers exist, the zone's got its zombies spawn already kind of fulfilled to a degree. It doesn't need to do a whole lot more because it's like, well, we've already got... I'll have an apple. We've already got, 7 or 8 zombies sleeping inside that building there, so streets are empty now. So the towns are completely vacant of anything and everything. It's actually dead. Sucks. Sucks big time. Hey! We actually slept right on through the soreness. You saw the health tab freak out though from the muscle fatigue from the exercise. We didn't really do a whole lot of exercise, so it went away pretty quick, which is nice. I think I'll still kind of sit in today and catch up with some book reading. Whatever we need to read. I know there's some magazines to read. Seems okay still. Yeah, monster closets are really... they're a very gamey thing. If you want any realism at all whatsoever, you avoid monster closets. They work really well in action games. Doom, an example, where you're going for a bit, you trigger something, a wall falls down behind you, and a bunch of dudes pour out for you to kill. That works okay there. It's very arcadey. It's fast action. It doesn't matter as much. But if you want any realism at all whatsoever, it's so bad to do that. Yeah, that one we've already read. I'll take it anyway.
Closet, Yeti, closet, Yeti, Yeti in a closet.
Oh my god! Zirkram, tier 1 11 months. Hello, welcome, how you doing? Closet, Yeti? Closet, Eddie? Brian's trying to wrap his head around the concept. It's not that wild, Brian, come on. I think I can probably read all of these. Magazines don't take too long to read, especially if you're a quick reader. It's just like, zoom, finished. You can pretty much read it as soon as you loot it with Fast Reader, which is kind of nice. Oh god.
I googled lost medieval servant boy. The result was this page cannot be found, D.
I googled lost medieval servant boy. The result was this page cannot be found. Ugh. Thank you, Lithriandel. Zirkram queuing for New World with the rest of Europe, it seems. It's gonna be a fucking bad house the entire week. If it's anything like beta, they're gonna have servers down. It's gonna last through this next weekend, and they're gonna have servers down during peak hours. They don't give a fuck about peak hours at all whatsoever. If it's like 6 p.m. in your time, don't matter, shut them down. They're based in America, they go with American times. Europe, get fucked. It's very sad. It was very frustrating during beta, but well, they'll eventually get it sorted. Is this like a normal cooking show? My god. Normal TV for once. Alright. A lot of metalwork stuff. Metal containers, metal fences, metal sheet, small metal sheet. I think that's all the magazines, actually. At least the magazines that I've got.
This is for you, Hopsqueak. In college I was in a band called The Books. No one was allowed to judge us based on our covers, D.
No one was allowed to judge us based on our covers? Ah, in a band called The Books. Ah! Ah, shit, we got some good ones today. God damn it. Thank you, Lithriandel. You know it's gonna be awful when it's like, this one's for you, Hops. Oh god. Everybody brace!
I once met a pig that did karate. We called him Pork Chop.
Ah. That's an alright one. Haven't had it yet, but I've heard that a few times. Thank you very much, Cuvan. I think that ought to be kicking off the pun train soon, right? It's 3 things, was it? Tailoring we needed still, right? Yeah, tailoring we still need. Farming for beginners I can use, I guess. We got a level already through TV. That'll be alright. Let's do a little bit of exercise. We'll say for 30 minutes. I was only doing it 10 minutes before. But let's do... yeah, burpees. Why not? A whole hour of burpees. God damn it. That sounds awful. Can she do it? Can you do burpees for an entire hour? I don't think so. I would actually die.
Does the pun train says poo-poo? Anyway, why are skeletons always so calm? Because nothing can get under their skin. D.
The pun train goes boo boo because we boo puns, Lithriandel. Anyway, why are skeletons always so calm? Because nothing can get under their skin. Or does everything get under their skin? Goes both ways, you know. But thank you, Lithriandel. Oh yeah, we take off the backpack, don't we? I'll put that back on. We'll maybe do some more burpings later on. We didn't really make it through the hour. Book. You get bored after 1 minute? I don't think bored is what you'd be getting first with a minute of burpees. Maybe, though. Probably go grab a beer instead, though. An hour of burpees or a beer? Tough choice. Seems like we're actually, like, proper safe. I'm still really nervous about the door just being wide fucking open. I should probably be reading in another room or something. Get the TV out of here. Oh, shit, another woodcraft thing was on. But our carpentry is already ranked up beyond the point that TV can help, I think. Or we're just so exhausted we can't even hear the TV. That might also be. We're just so engrossed with this farming book. Okay. We good. Let's do another round of burpees. Or should we do... Let's try push-ups, actually. The regularity bar is filling. Do we get like a bonus if we have the bar full? Never really paid too much attention to that. Okay. Excessive exertion. Fairly heavy load. Yeah. Let's put this back on our bag. We'll get some nice yummy, some sort of pasta. I forgot what it was already. We'll eat this, though. We'll finish off the evening with a little more cooking. What do we make today? Maybe we go for a fat stir-fry. Well, a fairly fat stir-fry. Nothing too wild, because we can't pour it in a bowls or anything like that. Maybe we ramen it up a little bit? A dry ramen noodle stir-fry? And just eat it straight up like that? Delicious. Makes me very thirsty. Bit of onion. Yeah, it mentions when you perform it regularly, you get an improvement. So I'd imagine it's some sort of a bonus, because I get improvement regardless. And the XP boost I don't think is related to that, but maybe? I don't know. I have no idea. We'll just keep doing burpees though, that's right. A little bit of kabaga. A little bit of carrots. What a nice stir fry this is turning out to be. We'll throw an egg up in there, why not? Live a little bit with some pepper. And some salt. How fat are we? 53 hunger. That's a pretty hearty meal. Alright. I was thinking about doing a potato, but nah. Just nah. There's that. A pot of soup we can do with the potato, though. A nice potato soup. with some extra potato. Running counts as exercise. There's no regularity thing for running, but sprinting and all that does improve your fitness, yeah. Being over encumbered and moving around the bunch improves your strength. That's a thing. Obviously some onion. Pepper, salt, the usual. We'll get some cabbage in there too, why not? Cabbage and probably some carrots. It's a bit whatever. Yeah, that's nice. And then we got another soup to make, yeah? Let's go for a stew. A potato and pork chop stew. Exposure survival is on. Hey, hey. So you're closing in on Everest Base Camp. But it's getting dark. It's cold as hell, and oxygen isn't there. What do? You build a fire. Take 3 pieces of wood. Planks, maybe. Then you need fuel. Anything that burns. Old newspaper. Books. Bandagas. Add a bit of the old rocket fuel. Get it, eh? And flick your lighter. Like this. There's a fire right there. It'll be warm, and the Sherpas will love it. Big shout out to the 42nd. Until next time, guys. Alright. I don't think we learned anything from that. How can I find my stew? Hello? There we are. A potato and pork chop and potato and pork chop. And some salt and pepper. Leave it at 2 of each though, because the 3 and above makes a meal get really poopy really fast. Nothing quite as poopy as the sandwiches that we had before, but yeah, kind of close. Okay. Tailoring book we need to read still. That can wait though, I think. Oops. Whoa, minus 81. Can we... a bowl of water? Get that in there. And oh man. Yeah, I guess we just... I'll eat the stir fry, how about like half of it maybe? I never know what to eat first. Nom nom nom. Ugh. The hell was that? Okay. Don't think she'll notice me. Better just chop the salt. Hope so. Gotta turn it into a nice powder. Powdered salt. Via knife. Yeah, a bit of pain from the soreness. The soreness actually dropped off again though, before he woke up. That's really good. Bye. Ugh. Hello? Sound? What? Ugh. I don't think we have enough sound channels currently. Interesting lighting, this. I'm gonna go back inside. Anybody else visiting? Are they making themselves at home? Seems okay. Man, you know what I'd like to do is get the bed in the garage and just have the TV and bed in there and everything. It's a nice safe area. But I don't think I can do that with the bed. I need a hammer. So you see, I can also use a stone hammer, which we make just from foraging. So maybe we see about finding a nice foraging spot as an alternative. Could be worth it. Well, since the weather is gross out, I'll maybe with that a little louder we can hear it from further away. I will have a bit of a sit and read about some tailoring then. Fine by me. Won't take too terribly long. But then when wow, that cooking skill. Then when I get a needle and thread, we can repair clothing up, and I think you can also like add patches that give you a % or so of defense. Another carpentry show came on. I actually learned something from that though. How'd you get a cleaver stuck there? How'd you do that? Thank you though. I don't have a cleaver yet for cooking. Much thanks. Yeah, I can't do anything with the door yet though. Like, I got a handle, I got hinges, I got some planks. I don't have a hammer to do any sort of carpentry. I think I got the skill for it nowadays though. I'll just read in here. Fuck it. There, done. Ugh. Gross, dude. It's still really coming down out there. Nasty rain. Yeah. Eat the other half of that. Should find a hammer then. Okay, I'll do that. Just do it. It could head out though. Maybe chip away at this house again a little bit. I don't think I was able to really loot this one, right? I had to get out of there because there was too many and I was getting exerted. Oh, maybe I was able to. It seems like I was able to. I reckon with the screwdriver you should be able to relocate a door too, yeah. I think that'd be nice. Have I tried actually? No, that's just carpet. Yeah, and think yeah, it was. This is where I found the sledgehammer, I think. I wasn't here. I did clear this out. Well, okay. Never mind then. Generally just lift the door off hinges. Usually there's a screw that you've got to at least loosen a little bit. You get the screw out of there and then you can slide the door out of the hinges. But it could also maybe depend on the hinge type. Well, it definitely would depend on the hinge type. But most of the American doors that I know of, it's just you know, like a couple E's that fit together. You get the one half of the, well, the one E attached to the door frame. The other E you screw onto the door. You interconnect the E's together, and then a sort of a pin goes into it. And sometimes the pin screws in to, like, extra fasten. I'm sure some of them are probably just literally a pin that you could just pop out, though. Oh, peanuts. $3 weight for a curtain. You out of your goddamn mind? Alright. Fine. Jesus. You can just right click these also and take them down, but then it turns into a nasty gross sheet. It only weighs like half a weight, but this sheet looks really terrible. At least this way it weighs more, but it maintains its appearance. It sounds a little bit busy out there. You know what? I'll take peanut butter. Maybe I can mix some peanut butter into a soup. Maybe make a peanut butter sandwich and get minus 522 thirst. You never know. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe the pin in the hinge was just like you use a screwdriver to push it out because it was like pretty tightly in there. It might not have screwed in at all. But either way, I think like for the sake of game, you know, screwdriver or so. Dismount the door, and then you can also get the hinges that way too. Okay, let's investigate this business quick before I go upstairs and trap myself. Yeah, just like the one dork out there. Alright, they broke the window and left. Another gun for my collection. I'll wear the holster, but I won't ever put anything in it. And I'll use that as backup military boots in case I get a hole in my current ones. Oops. Oh, look at that light. Dude, this house got torn to shreds. All these doors are busted. Which is a bit odd, because I don't have zombies set to do that. Unless they've been activated. A little bit strange. Oh well. Definitely have the hinges and knobs though for stuff. You also need doorknobs to make the drawers for some containers. So it's good to have that. It's like a carpentry 4 or 5 thing, but still. Yoink. So let's start heading out of here and drop off the curtains. Because they be heavy. They be very heavy. It was an alright house though, not too bad. We're making pretty okay progress with clearing. This bat has served me quite well. God, this music. It's so stressful. What do you want from me? Is that? Okay. It was strange because of the way it was highlighting. I couldn't quite tell. Alright, I mean the door is, you know, wide open, but bear with me here. I need through there, huh? Oh well. Let me get a curtain in the bathroom. Try not to piss on the drapes too much, you know. A little bit, sure, but not too much. It gets to be a point where it's like, enough's enough. I'm running a little bit out of space here for all of my guns. I still really like that we can place 3D items and they don't technically take up space. It's a bit cheesy, but I don't think that stuff is eligible to be, like, used nearby, so to speak. So if I had like 1,000,000 salt across a table or a shelf when cooking, I don't think I'd be able to automatically pull that salt and use it. I think it'd be like, no, you gotta actually loot that. So it's a little bit more, you know, a little bit nicer. A cup where I use that to take sips of water to get down the pills, and I could put it in peanut butter actually. You know what, let's do that. I think that's a better use. Like a dog. Easier to get the pill down that way. Very nice. And then another cooking pot. Zoom. More soup stuff. And I'm even going to, we're still a bit drowsy and moist, but I'm still gonna head out again. Because I still really gotta find a hammer. Even if that means we do a bit of foraging somewhere. I don't know where a forage spot is nearby though. You think my backyard counts? Maybe out here. We're really in the thick of it out here, right? No. think out here will work out okay, but we have to be careful because uniform zombie distribution, they're still going to be out here. Oh yeah, we can forage out here. So I don't really care about mushrooms, berries, animals, or fish bait. I'm really looking for rocks and stones, and put it in the big hiking bag, please. Okay, go. Speed up time a little bit. We okay? We doing it? I feel like I had a foraging... It's just rain. It's okay. I think I have a foraging book. We should probably read that first before we do anything. So then if we ever do find something, we actually get experience for it. But this rain is... it's actually picking up quite a lot. I think we just call it a night. Tired and... God, so moist. Almost damp, but not quite. Okay. I'll do a little bit of exercise. It's going to be a very sweaty exercise though, but I don't care. Hua 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 hua. Fantastic. Okay. Off to sleep. We're straight up wet. Ugh. Gross. But there is another. There is a forgotten element. Drums. Explosion. Can't stand a little magic, Buck? Spring. I can't believe these things come in that size. What are we watching? Crash! Gunshot! The elements are out against us today, huh? Not for long. Let's kick some butt. Ta-da! The Forgotten Element, rated PG-13. Out now in theaters. Hey, cooking show. Nice. Good deal. I don't think I can get experience. I'm level 4 cooking. How cool is this show? They're teaching pie. Tight. How we doing for foraging? Farming, which I have read. Oh yeah, this radio? I can place that somewhere. Yeah, it's okay. The CD will be fine. They're pretty sturdy. But I think with the radio being there, can I not interact with it? That could be the case. Oh well. How long have I been alive? Oh, not very long. 4 days, 23 hours. Just about 5 days. We're still pretty early on. Okay, I don't have a foraging book, it turns out. Yeah, fine. Well, let's grab a cake slice, and let's go out there and let's do things. I gotta find a big rock for a hammer. Just anything, so I can give myself a door again. I'm assuming I have the carpentry skill for a door. I'm not sure, actually. We'll keep going for just materials. Oh, I got twigs. Chipped stone. We're getting stuff. Just so not much experience. A proper stone. Couple more twigs. Alright, okay. Tree branch. Alright, I think that's everything we need. Stone hammer, tree branch, and a stone. And then we'd like tie it together with some rip sheets. The durability of it is god-awful, and I don't think it can be repaired. But, whoops. But it's something. Vanilla this is. I'm doing Bedford Falls, which is a modded, like, community map thing. But otherwise the game is vanilla. Beta though. The opt-in beta version for 42? Yeah, version 42 beta. Box of nails. And one knob, 2 hinges, 3 carbon tray I need. Oh, balls. All right. Well, we're almost there. I could probably... I could make some garbage. Let me get some planks and stuff. I can do this. Get in my belt. And box of nails just in my big bag. Let's get things. Oh no, don't worry, I don't mind questions, that's fine. Yeah, right now on Steam, they're still in beta 41. Or, well, just version 41, I guess, but there's in the beta branch, you put in a password. I think it's, I accept the consequences as one word. And you can opt into the branch for, like, the upcoming version beta. Where they've got quite a lot of stuff added in. I guess I can stay there, really. I want to avoid them. But the house I was just at last night, really, would be good, I think. You don't need a password anymore? Oh, okay. I thought you needed the password. So yeah, it's just the IWBUMS, I will back up my safe branch that you opt into. That's the beta. And then you get, I think, like, the protection tab is new. The temperature tab is new. I think a lot of, like, the clothing and animations and models are new. It's a big update they've got going on. I think it might be the biggest one they've ever had. There's the exercise fatigue kicking in, by the way. Took it a little bit. All the planks are upstairs, it seems. In a bit of pain from the fatigue. Typically we'd been sleeping through it, but we did this just before bed. So it's still very fresh. Multiplayer sounds like it's coming along fairly quickly. Version 41, I think, has it. 42, they're still working on synchronizations with the animations, and just, it sounds like a couple just little things that they're working on. In my opinion, I think we might hear something about it in like a month or so. They might have a date for it, or just straight up announce it then, or release it rather. Sounds like it's coming along quite nicely, according to their recent blog post. Which I think is awesome, by the way, that they give weekly updates for stuff like that. Like, hey, this is what we're working on, this is what we're doing. It's nice. Yeah, still doing okay for weight, nothing too wild. As many planks as I can get, really. Do I have a screwdriver at home, actually? I might. Multiplayer, is it really toxic? I haven't played public multiplayer. A lot of people are really into PvP and stuff, though, yeah. It'd be pretty rough. But it's a lot of fun just playing with friends and stuff. You can get, like... People have their roles, generally. Especially with all that goes on in this game with, like, the cars... and events that happen and such. Like you could have somebody who's just, I'm the cook and I make sure people's bags are ready and set to go for adventuring. You got the dude who just like does the cars and gathers cars and takes parts off from cars and just tries to keep them topped off. And you get like a couple of friends working together to explore and clear out areas and get a couple people working to loot buildings and all sorts of stuff you can do with it. Everybody sort of fills into a role. Really good. That curtain out of there, then I think one more plank can fit then. And then this blue bag we can just set down. It is full of planks and ready to be used. And I'll just set another plank on the ground too. Okay. Hey, I doing Mando. Mando. Bondo. Bongo. Dev said to be launched around December or so? Oh, I didn't realize they gave a date. It sounded like it was still up in the air. Well, okay then. But yeah, takes a little while. Jump. Wait. This isn't my house. God damn it, how do I keep doing this? I was just thinking like, wait, where's the rest of the curtains? Where's all my stuff? Ah. Did I put anything else away? I don't think so. God damn all these houses being cookie cutter. Put primary. Grab this, put it wherever it fits. Eh, nice house though. I'd live here. Give me this curtain too. I even have a nice zombie pile in front of my house and I still messed it up. One more down, eh? Okay, that's embarrassing. This looks a bit better. So, blue bag. Put that down. And that random plank, put that down as well. Okay. Oh, you know, we do see... Oh, we do see things on the ground. Huh. I didn't realize you did see them when you placed a 3D model. I didn't know you could just, like, pick them up from the ground. So I guess you could have just an actual literal salt rack with 3D salt all over it, and it would still be fine. Come on, carpentry level, let's go. I don't need much. Yes! Yes! I can have a front door! Ah, God. I don't need this red one anymore. Ah, clutch TV. We needed curtains. Oh yeah, kitchen needed curtains. I'll let this finish up though before I go. I won't turn down some free carpentry experience. Salt and toilet paper. Two very important things. Yeah, just get some frozen pizzas up in there. Run treated me pretty okay thus far. It was a bit of a struggle last week finding some sandbox settings, but over the weekend I did a lot of experimentation with debug mode to figure out exactly how zombies move about the cell, and the local area and virtual zombies and how all that works together. And learned a lot. and got some settings that work out pretty okay thus far. Not bad. I'm not really a huge fan of Bedford Falls currently, but I haven't really gotten into the city proper, and I was hoping that throughout this week we can do that and get into the real meat of it. Because it always spawns you on the road to Moldra, on like the outer edge, it seems, which isn't the most exciting place. I will grab our plank bag again. The hinges. Nails I've already got. There's 2 hinges, 1 knob. That makes sense. Looks so good. Man, check out that door. Ah, yeah. That's hot. If I now manage to goof up which house is mine, just give me a timeout or something. Like, there's no excuse anymore. Stop. 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 What are you even doing? You stop. I hear you. I'm dying on this pile. We'll make a second pile too. No way can I goof it up. Impossible. How many points to give a one-day ban to Yeti? How many points so I can take an extra day off? I don't know. I have no idea. I think that's on you to decide. Let me know. Sounds kind of cool. Although, let's be honest, it would turn into just a YouTube day anyway. Like, on days that I'm not streaming, I'm just recording or editing stuff for YouTube, so wouldn't really be a day off. 1 point? What a goal. Let's get one channel point contributed to me taking a day off of streaming. Oh, how monumental. I should barricade from the outside. I forgot. Ah, well. I'm good at this. And let's also barricade the bedroom windows first. 1 point for a 1 second shorter stream. God. Some people do stuff like bits and donations and all that extend the stream length. Thought that was kind of interesting. A bit odd, but kind of interesting. I currently can't do that until I get an office, but could be a thing we maybe possibly do. One point for a second shorter stream, but also 1 point for a 1 second longer stream. Ah, there you go. Make people balance it out or so. That could be aight. Alright, I think we're out of planks now. How's the hammer doing? It's actually still in great condition. You know, I'm starting to think the hammer doesn't lose condition when we do stuff like this. Big if true. That's something the kids are saying nowadays, I've heard. They say that things are big if they're true. This is a spare bag. Don't need that.